The worst nightmare of any Tesla owner is getting in any sort of accident. And I'm even talking about a minor fender bender can absolutely trash and total your Tesla. It's absolutely insane. On New Year's Eve, Mr. Chevy Dude was driving down the road and just apparently stopped short.
He stopped short? That's my move.
And someone tapped her in the back end.
That's my ass.
Don't put that in. Okay, Crash Bandicoot, do you want to tell them what you were doing to get rear-ended?
I had to stop. Person in front of me was stopping.
Jeez.
I mean, what else do you expect?
And the cool thing about it, well, I guess maybe it's not cool. We were in an accident that maybe totaled our Tesla, but we do have it all on video because Tesla's got some awesome cameras on it. So let's run outside and we're gonna check out this damage. This is our 2020 Model X Performance. It's super fast. It was the fastest Tesla Model X before the Plaid came out. And with the new price lowering of the Teslas, the Plaid's not looking too bad, but there's an issue why we don't want a Plaid. So yep, purple hair, purple car, but somebody doesn't know how to drive and gets in accidents. Were you upset?
No, I was overwhelmed, flustered, whatever you want to call it, but...
Were you pissed?
No. I was actually more pissed when I accidentally took my C7, went into the parking spot a little too far.
Ooh, I forgot it. I forgot about that. I forgot that you hit the hitch with the C7, like what, we were a year and a half, 2 years?
Yeah, that pissed me off.
Fairly new. So the first thing we have to do is we have to get the wrap off of part of the car that was hit because we need to make sure that there's no paint damage. And then we need to get over to the body shop so we can get an official estimate on this car. I'm a huge horsepower guy, but one of the things that I love about the Tesla Model X is just the self-presenting doors. And when you hop in, you just put your foot on the brake like that and it automatically shuts. Very cool feature. And for an electronic nut like me, I love it. All right, I came down to the detail shop and the wreck happened on New Year's Eve. And when you look down here, you can see that the blower valance is broken. Both reflectors were hit. And then it also was tapped up here as well. So we're gonna have to pull this wrap off to see if there's any paint damage here. So if this thing needs to be repainted, that it's repainted. And I'm not sure what we want to do after that. I've obviously have had wrap cars before, but none of them have ever been hit. And you can even see like the damage. Let me see if I can get this light in the right spot. It might be tough, but you can see with my eye, I can see where the car got tapped right here. But I'm not sure if once we pull this out where they need to float, if they're going to float up in here if it needs to be painted or up in here or whatever. This is a tri-coat white paint. So when we look at this tri-coat white paint, doesn't mean that this has been wrecked or damaged, but you can definitely see the difference in cut paint. So this is metal, this is plastic. So tri-coat paint on plastic is always going to show up just a little bit different, especially on camera like you're seeing here. In Louisville, Kentucky metro area is 1.3 million people, and there's one authorized body shop in the entire Louisville metro area that can actually work on Teslas. Now, if there's no paint work needed on this, which I'm hoping, I don't want paint work. If there's no paint work needed on this, we can actually repair this stuff ourselves, which is good because the insurance company will pay us retail for parts and labor, and we'll just do our own labor and we'll get it fixed. But if there's any paint work, then we got issues to deal with. I just mentioned the technology that's in these cars. So as you know, there's a camera here. Well, there's also a camera in the front, camera on the other side, camera in the back. So there's 4 cameras on this car. So it literally recorded the accident happening. And what's crazy about this, as the accident happened because there was somebody trying to be nice 2 cars in front of my wife. Now, I know you just saw the damage and you're probably thinking, Mike, you're just clickbaiting videos. You're trying to get views. No, I'm not. So if you go back to 2017, I know that was like 5 or 6 years ago, but if you go back, there was a story that 𝘮𝘰 did on a Grand Sport, if I remember right, that a 1-inch crack underneath the car totaled the Grand Sport. Absolutely mind-boggling. Now, my friend Sam Crack did a full video on this as well, that it's just, I think he bought the car. He just did a story on the car or something. It's crazy on some of these high-end cars that something so minor can do it. So that's my concern on this is, yes, the damage doesn't look bad, but on a Tesla, it's a huge deal that just a minor fender bender can absolutely total this car. And it's very scary because in this environment, I don't want to go buy another Tesla, and Mr. Chevy Dude wants a Tesla. All right, so are you ready to see this?
Yeah, because I didn't know we recorded the behind.
I thought you watched this stuff already. No, I haven't watched
the
it.
front. I watched the front because I wanted to know what the stupid idiot in front of me was doing.
There is a stupid idiot in front of us, but let's watch the back here so you can see that there's good distance behind us. Now, this is a wide angle frame, right? So it's 180 degrees, so it makes things look further than they actually are. So they're much closer to that as well. As you can see with the red car here, that it looks like it's really, really far away, but it's probably much closer. So let's watch this. And unfortunately, there's no sound with Tesla recording.
Oh, that's probably good.
Oh, there you're stopping. Oh, there's your, I'm gonna pause it right here. There's your hitch cover.
Yeah.
That I said, hey, the hitch cover's missing. Let's.
We left it there too.
Let's back this up. Yep, there it is. Yep. A couple different things on the ground.
Did my car actually like move forward?
I think so. Let's back up.
Because I had my foot on the brake.
Oh yeah, your dead stopped and it moved it forward a little bit. Yeah, I bet what happened is the person in front of you probably moved, so your foot came off the brake when you got hit, and the car might have done it itself, right? Did the car emergency brake for you?
Yes.
It stopped on its own, right? So
well, my foot was on the brake too, but yes, it was doing its emergency braking.
So now let's go look at the front. So we're going to start where you can see that red car that was turning into the gas station, and you can see that there is approximately 4 cars in front of us, and then you can see, I want you to pay attention to the car on the road to the right. So the white car that's 3 cars in front of us is a
state cop.
Indiana state cop.
So everybody was going below speed limit.
Yep, and the second car is the stupid idiot. So let's watch this. So, do you see that right there? What do we see right there?
I see only one brake light.
One brake light on
That's
a
all
Ford.
I've seen.
One brake light. He doesn't have his 𝘊𝘳, as they call it.
Third brake light.
Third brake light, yep. But no driver.
It wasn't blinking either.
No driver, no driver brake light. So, but why is he hitting his brake? Why is he even hitting the brake right there? I mean, you can see the cop, you can see the black car up there by the sign, you can see the black car on the right, but why is he stopping? Because the stupid idiot black car stopped to let someone turn left.
And notice how far I was still away from
the
car. I managed to stop without hitting that truck.
Okay, so just so you see, and we're gonna start this right here, and just so you can see at full speed. So everyone's going slow. We're not going fast. The police officer hit his lights there. So it's just, there's nothing crazy going on here. Just people not paying attention. And just so you can see, let's go to the back. Let's look at that. Again, full speed. Everyone's doing the right thing. So the lady in the Hyundai, super nice lady. We're not mad at her. We're not upset. It's just an accident. We're not mad at anyone hardly ever for anything, but it's just what happened. It's just crazy. But ultimately, the car who let someone turn left, that is the dumbest thing in the world. And this is just proven fact of the butterfly effect, that they stopped short to let someone out and it just kept going backwards and backwards. Butterfly effect. You can't win. Just can't win. And now that we've got that out of the way, now it's the good time to take this over to the body shop so we can find out exactly what it's going to cost to fix. And I'm hoping that it's not too much, but we do have some concerns of underlying damage, which could cost dearly on this car. But before I get there, I'm gonna stop at the detail shop because we're doing some special cars today that I'm really excited about. The first one is this Model Y, and you can see it says police on the front. Our local police agency actually has a Tesla Model Y, and like any police car, you can see that it's just absolutely trash. It's so dirty, a lot of scratches everywhere. This thing just gets used and abused. And so I reached out to the police department and said, hey, can we take care of the Model Y? We really want to take good care of it. We want to make it look good. I had this in the works beforehand, but I recently just got pulled over doing 85 in a 55 zone. That doesn't go real well when you pass a cop by accident doing that. So good karma, right? It's gonna last. So I'm not gonna ask them for anything in return because that's unethical, but I didn't get a speeding ticket when I was in Louisville for that a couple weeks ago. And then the other one is this red Z06. We worked on this all day yesterday, and so we got that looking awesome. You can see the nice light shining off of that. We're getting ready to do our ceramic coating on this to have it looking great for the car show season. All right, so here we are. We're at Oxmoor Collision. They're actually right around the corner from Bachman. and they're the only Tesla body shop here. So got Tesla there. So I've seen some photos of Teslas being repaired here. So we're gonna get an estimate and find out what this thing costs to repair.
A few moments later.
All right, so we have the estimate, and it's about exactly what I thought was gonna cost. And let me show it to you here. I didn't tell you I was getting in the car yet. Only bad thing about a Tesla. So they tell you here that it's visual damage, possible hidden damage, you know, so bumper cover, valance, panel cover. They get in and make sure that they do everything with the scans and calibrations with everything. And you're only talking retail money. This isn't wholesale money. This is retail money of $1,232. So not extremely bad. So walking into this, Tesla told me that just from their visual look at it, when I sent them the pictures, that they said the parts are going to cost about $800. So it's pretty much dead on with what I thought. But here's the concern that we have. You saw in the video that the hitch cover came off and laid on the ground. So we got to worry about that hitch right there getting pushed back a little bit. So they're not going to be able to find that out until they take that rear bumper cover off to inspect it. So that could be some hidden damage that they find. All right, we're back at the store, and Mr. Chevy Dude's happy that the only thing we have to do is worry about getting that car broke down to make sure that there's no underlying damage. And we've also communicated with the person who hit us, who's super nice, super awesome lady, and she does want us to turn it into the insurance claim, which I thought was goofy because it's only $1,300 worth of damage. So we got to do that because now her Hyundai, imagine that, Hyundai and Kia, her engine is blown in that car. So I think they're making an insurance claim on that, which is why I tell people, never buy a Hyundai or Kia anymore. Those engines are absolute trash. But the exciting thing is we've got a sheepy twin turbo Lamborghini here that we're going to clean up and coat next. I'm really excited about having this car. This is a wrapped car, and this is going to be good for some Facebook and Instagram posts. And but the big question is, do we make a diminished value claim with the insurance company? And to end our fun day, we have more cars arriving here. So we bought this awesome Subaru Outback, but I am a little itty bitty scared because it's only got like 118,000 miles on it. But we bought it from another Subaru store down in Tennessee. So I'm not sure why a Subaru store wants to get rid of it. It was considered green light, which means there's nothing wrong with it. Or I shouldn't say nothing wrong with it, but it doesn't have anything major wrong with it. So we'll drive that tomorrow morning and check it out and get the guys to detail it for us, which is awesome that we have our own detailers to do this. And cross our fingers that there's nothing wrong with this car.